What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Iron Business 01's quick free game review. I'm Iron Business 01. I am one of the hosts of Discount Gaming. We are a live streaming podcast that happens every Tuesday and Thursday. And today I am going to go through and do a quick review of Don't Even Think. This game dropped, I think 7/20 of 19. I might be wrong on that. It's another battle royale game. It seems like the free market is full of battle royale games. If you guys have ever seen any of my videos or seen the show, I am not a battle royale fan. It's just not my type of game. I don't necessarily find anything wrong with them, just not my thing. So I was a little reluctant to play this one. Downloaded it, let it do the install, blah blah blah. There is no tutorial, none. It's just kind of like, hey, welcome, make your character, which is super limited, by the way. And then it's just get into a game. That's it. So everything else you have to learn is really on the fly. The best way I could describe this game is PUBG meets Van Helsing meets the Darwin Project. There's a lot of really interesting aspects that they brought into Don't Even Think. And as you can tell, werewolves. So the way that works is whenever you load into a game, there's a bunch of, regular players. And then every game, so far I've only had 2 max, but every game has at least one werewolf in it, and it is player controlled, but that player's goal is to hunt everybody down and take them out. If there's 2 of them, I would assume they'd work in tangent, or they might just run solo from each other. I'm not sure. I haven't had the chance to play as a werewolf yet, mainly because every time I've tried to load, the loading queue is more than 10 minutes long. So I played 3 games as a regular character. In my hour playthrough that I do for each of these, that was the only number of games I could get in. 7/10 of 19. But the gameplay itself isn't terrible. It's not great. Controls are pretty responsive. I'd give those maybe a 7 out of 10. Graphics, it looks like PUBG. I mean, it's running on one of the Unreal engines. It looks really good. It is interesting that one game actually is I guess technically a full day span. So it's 24 hours wrapped up in like 20 minutes. The other interesting aspect, aside from the werewolves and the battle royale part, is like you just saw here. When you load in, or when you drop in rather, it's daytime. It's about midday. And then as the game progresses, it goes to dusk, and then full night, and then dawn, and the game ends right around, I think, like noonish, real time. But in that time, you can't just run around and do whatever. You have to keep your body temperature up, otherwise you start taking consistent damage. Every house has a fireplace. There's barrel fires out that you can light, stuff like that. But that's kind of what adds to the charm of this thing, is because, like, if you're in a house and you light the fire to stay warm, it's gonna light the house up, so you kind of have to be wary of that. I will say, as a tip, if you decide to give this one a shot, if you're in a house and you light the fire will keep you warm no matter where you're at in the house. Little tip there, guys. But other than that, for a battle royale game, I actually did not find this one terrible. The queue time is really what fucking killed it for me the most. Just because, I'm sitting there and it's taking 10, 12, 15 minutes to get into a single game. And then everything else is based on, where you drop and how many other players are dropping in your area. So it can be really, really frustrating when it takes 15 minutes to load into a queue. You finally get into a game, you drop, and within 3-4 minutes, you can be killed. That part was pretty irritating. That was my first game. But aside from that, if the game queues were faster, then this game would actually be pretty impressive for me. It really would. Like I said, all in all, it's really good. But those queues, those things kill it. It really does. Out of the 4 games that I played yesterday for these, this is one of 2 that I did not remove from my console as soon as I was done with it. Even though I'm not a Battle Royale fan, myself and Chaotic Bash, he watched me play some of these, and he was really, really intrigued by them. So he's downloaded it, and later on we're actually going to get down and play a few games together and see if we can't stream that. But if you are an FPS fan, if you are a Battle Royale fan, give it a shot if you're in the mood for something different. I know that there are a lot of great ones out there. There's Black Ops 4. There's Apex Legends. There's there's tons and tons and tons of them. But just the aspects that this game brings into it with some of the mechanics makes it really interesting. I'm not going to say that this is one that I could see a lot of people playing exclusively, but it is definitely something that you can play for like a breath of fresh air if you just want to play something out of the norm. But yeah, my recommendation is, if you're a Battle Royale fan, if you're an FPS fan, give it a try. I wouldn't put it too high on my list, but that is kind of basis because I'm not a Battle Royale fan. But it's not a bad game. It really isn't. The firing mechanics are good. Running mechanics are good. It's not terrible. It's not the greatest, but it's definitely not terrible. But guys, until next time, I'm Iron Business 01. Hit me up on pretty much every social media out there. My most active one is Twitter, so feel free to hit me up there. And I will see you guys next time for the next quick review.